Captain's Log, Day 1. We have fought against the Molly before. The Molly has overtaken us. The Molly is depressing. The Molly is sad. It has been 10 seconds. Time to rip roar and curse like a fucking sailor. So, boys, we're now finally actually fighting Sea Phantom Politis, or as I like to call her, Molly. And so far, we have 294 fucking characters in this goddamn game, and there's about 2, maybe 3, possibly about 4 to 5 answers to like these particular comps for this character, and this is one of them that was attempted. So the big thing that we were trying to do is, hey, Sea Phantom Politis goes first. She initiates the non-attack skills. This then triggers your Celine. Your Celine has the EE that goes up against who has the highest attack. This case going to be Jenua. You will hit the Jenua because Blink has a you're not affected by element disadvantage, so you're going to hit. If the Jenua is built appropriately and they don't have a lot of HP, you go in, you kill. So then, basically, this procs the Jenua yet again. He'll activate Wild Dog Company, and he'll have Immortality. This will then proc your Politis, who will then activate, do the AoE attack that will go into the whole team and reduce buffs by 1, and because I also have Fairy Tale for a Nightmare on her, it will then kill the Jenua. Now, the reason why everything just fell to shit and completely fell apart is because the CR pushback that Sea Phantom Politis does is too oppressive, and your base speed Little Queen Charlottes are no longer going to be a thing. That is the only reason why the entire team did not work out, because, well, LQC didn't get a turn. So, anyway, now talking about this oh-so-wonderful team. So, we're going into a full-on light team. The big thing that we always know whenever it comes to lights is if you know you're going into them and you know they don't have injury of any kind, you can just throw Dark Corvus at this, throw 2 healers or whatever at it, bam, you're 100% in the clear because you have an extinction-based attack with you, and you'll kill everything else. But the other cool thing that you can do is, because we have auxiliary lots and we have Rule of Light along with Arunka with us, if you can guarantee that first turn, or you just so happen to have some confidence in your speed gear, surely you will have more confidence than fucking me, because my speed gear is a fucking joke. Do not emulate any of the shit that I do, because my gear is fucking garbage. But if you can get that turn 1, use your S2 on your Aux slots. Because you have Spirit's Breath on them, that means you have infinite S2s. Go into your Arunka and then just start killing the units accordingly. Go for Save Your Adin first, and then after that, go for Unbound Arowell. Unbound Arowell will then also go into your auxiliary lots, and then she will stun you. Then use your Rule of Light to cleanse, and also if anything bad happens like this, you have a revive option available to you. Now, the big thing that was fucking weird here was the strangest shit I've ever fucking seen is a Spirit Eye Celine on fucking Moonlight Dreamblade. And of course, Arunka having the worst S1 fucking ever, because you straight up do not get the extra attack if you ever miss, even if you soul burn that motherfucker. Cool, that's just free, that's just, wasted 10 souls. That's great. Fucking the best. And don't worry, we'll see that exact same team yet again. But for now, let's move on to this oh-so-wonderful fun team, where God is just showcasing how much he fucking hates me. But hey, he don't hate me enough, dog, because we only get 1 RNL proc. We don't get 2. So, basically, this is a real Ran, a Senya, and a Lilias. Why do I say a real Ran? That did almost 6 fucking K to my Elena. Feels fucking good, man. So, and then of course, the red unit hits my Elena as well. So right here, I'm feeling at least a little bit of pressure, and I'm like, okay, Elena might actually die. But if we go ahead and we play this smart, everything should still work out. So, for Elena, whenever you finally get your chance to go, use the S3, give everybody invincibility. Sure, it doesn't look like it's the best opportunity for it, because the only one who's even going to have invincibility at this point is going to be Christy. Whatever. The big thing that we're trying to do is when we get our Lone Crescent Bellona turn, we're going to go in, kill Ran, and then this attack goes in. Thankfully, we still do have 2 forms of invincibility. That's going to be on Elena, it's going to be on Christy. Then we go in, we buff our Lone Crescent Bellona. Now here's the big thing that you have to always be paying attention to. Normally what I would always do is I would hard focus into the Lilias. That's actually not the smartest thing you should do. Take advantage of your invincibility. Like, right here, use Elena's invincibility to go into the Senya. That just straight up gives you free meter, because that's an attack going into your team that gives you fighting spirit for your Lone Crescent. And also, straight up, hey, I noticed that Senya was on a lifesteal set. Hey, that means maybe she doesn't have as much bulk stats. Okay, fuck it. Just go into her, and straight up, we fucking killed her. Just straight up dead. And then we soul burn, go into Lilias, she dead too. Yay! Now we get to go into this team yet again. So now this is a proper example of the auxiliary lots, Arunka, and Ruele team going into the full fucking light team that we did before, except now we're not dealing with really dumb shit like Moonlight Dreamblade. The big thing in particular that you just have to remember here is, hey, do you know the speeds of the units that you're going into, or do you just straight up not give a fuck? Because the order of operations that are going here are, you have to get your turn 1. If you get your turn 1, okay, cool. Then you use Aux Lots, go into your Arunka, and then you start killing units. Your order of importance is, Savior Adin has to die first. As soon as she goes down once, then you don't have to deal with things like immortality or things like invincibility. Because, like, if the Spirit Eye Celine goes first, bam, you can't do any one-tapping. If the Savior Adin goes first, then you can't kill any of the other units because they have invincibility, and you have to waste a turn reviving your Oxlots. That's basically the big thing is, oh yeah, turn 2 kind of sucks fucking ass in the game right now because, hey, speed is just the only thing that fucking matters. And also, I recently, like, remembered the last time I fought this kind of stuff. Anytime I was doing non-attack skills, whenever I could just straight up use my Rule of Light attack into the Celine. Because you noticed how she had, like, a little tiny little baby barrier there? If we wasted our time to take her out with, like, other attacks for that, then we're just ultimately wasting time because of the nature of how shitty Arunka's S1 is. But either way, here's where more fun shit happens. Hey, yo, dog, I love just randomly going into a Savior Adin that's 280 speed. Feels fucking good, man. Why the fuck am I playing this game? Like, that's oftentimes some of the things I say to myself whenever I see stupid shit like this. But you know what? Good news is, Sea Phantom Politis and Jenua together are so pants-shittingly broken. This situation, which looks turbo-mega fucked, we're still going to be able to pull out a win. So, first things first, go into the Abyssal Yufine. Hey, lucky us, it was not on Abyssal, it was not on fucking Holy Sack. So hey, cool, free stuff. Now, let's go ahead and give it a shot and see if we happen to land a hit. Okay, we don't land a hit on Savior Adin. Okay, whatever. Good thing is, we still get our stealth procs on our Sea Phantom Politis. So then, hey, it's Jenua's turn again. Well, let's not go for the attack on the Savior Adin. Let's go into the Ocean Breeze Luluca, because we've already procced our immortality. And, Shazam, we crit, bam, additional splash damage kills the fucking team. Wow, that's fucking legit and fair, ain't it? But either way, now we're going into a Conqueror Lilias, a Death Dealer Ray, and then a Navy Captain Landy. Now, the thing here that you want to have happen is, oh, hey, cool, is the DDR going to be faster than the Conqueror Lilias? If yes, this whole thing works out amazingly in your favor. Because then your Dragon King Sharun will do, like, all her fun cleansing stuff, and then you will actually, like, cleanse off all of the other bullshit that the DDR would do, and then the Conqueror Lilias would go next. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen a lot of the times. A lot of the times it's Conqueror Lilias going first. So ultimately, I have Moon Bunny here strictly for one reason and one reason only. To prevent attack down from landing on Martial Artist Ken. That is literally it. It's the only reason why she's there. And of course, because we have a whole bunch of CR-related shenanigans, we happen to get turn 1 on Martial Artist Ken instead of the Navy Captain Landy going into me. So, fortunately for us, the roll of the dice goes oh so wonderfully well, because all it would have taken is Navy Captain Landy to counter even just a few times, and we would have been fucking dead. Hooray for being lucky! Boy, I feel so fucking skilled, dog. I'm the best! Oh, fuck. So, hey, guys. Yeah, this is day number 1, essentially, of going into Sea Phantom Politis teams. Yay. Well, technically, no. I think, like, technically Friday was, like, day 1 of actual Sea Phantom Politis shenanigans. I happened to have her, I tested her, I showcased her, and yeah, she's broken as fuck whenever it comes to offense. But now, today's the first time I actually go into one on defense whenever it comes to GuildWar. And so far, it's still just as bad as I was expecting. So, here's the thing. The big thing with, like, Sea Phantom Politis or Molly or whatever the hell you guys actually really want to end up calling her is fighting this unit on defense is a fucking nightmare. Because of the fact that she not only pushes back on CR, she also strips 2 fucking buffs, she also fucking gives enrage to the entire team, and she has like just free stealth. So you can't even like just throw Zio at it and just fucking kill her. You can't even do that. So it's just like, oh, great. Like, this is so much fun. And then, of course, Sea Phantom Politis can just sock it into so many, like, offensive units. Like, Jenua being the really, really big one. To which case, I'll at least say this. If they were to do one buff to, say, Celine real quick, if they just buffed Blink to be kind of like Soul Bad Guys S3, if it was like Tyrant Rave, where basically, hey, Blink procs, then you go in, and let's say at the very end of the animation, it fucking strips a buff. Kind of like what Tyrant Rave does. And then at the very end of it, and then it also deals damage afterwards. You do that, and then suddenly you have Celine, a very, very prime, very, very kick-ass target to kill Jenuas that are with Sea Phantom Politis, because literally on turn 1, the unit is dead. Now, of course, then people would probably start making defenses to counter that, and they'd start putting things like immunity on your fucking Jenuas. Bro, I don't know. Balance is hard. I'll let SG figure that shit out. Because, hey, what could possibly go wrong? But hey, guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit like. If you want to see more of my content, hit subscribe. Finger guns.